Hey. So this is going to be again, continued video for the earth signs. As of for right now, that is the plan. I don't want to get flagged for having music in the background. So if you guys just bear with me for just a second, I just gotta turn this down or put something else on here. Music's extremely prominent right now. I just stepped into the energy. I'm kind of bouncing between Virgo and Capricorn. I'm just a Taurus. But again, music is insanely prevalent right now is the word I'm looking for. So, all right. Okay, bird just flew by my window. Let me put this over here so that maybe the mic doesn't pick it up because I like some background noise. Hopefully it's not too loud. So, all right, I'm going to do Capricorn. I grabbed Romance Angels, but when I did Taurus, I used the Energy Oracle. So I'm going to go with it. Maybe you guys have more of a focus on romance right now, whereas Taurus needed more of a different type of message. But let me see what I can pull out of here real quick. Do you need me to open the door? I have my puppy in here, so just give me 1 second, guys, while I get his stuff ready. I might need to let him outside the door. Yeah, it looks like it here. You guys can look at the cover of this for just a second. Yeah, let me let you help, bud. Okay. All right, so there's a really good possibility he's going to jump and open the door. So I'm going to have to most likely go back and close the door when he does. So Capricorn, this deck is not ready, but I know I want to use it. There's a heavy contemplation with you guys. There's also a lot of argumentative energy. I don't know if it's the people around you. You're just witnessing a lot of I don't know, bickering. Maybe you're witnessing arguments between people or disagreements between people. But the energy is really high right now. Emotional energy is super high. So I don't know if it has to do with wherever the moon's at right now. I want to say we have a new moon coming up in Gemini. But there's something very I don't want to say volatile, but I don't know. It's just the energy around you. I don't know if there's just a lot of back and forth energy surrounding you, whether it's in your environment, at work, with your friends, with family, but it's just disagreements or miscommunications or even just not seeing eye to eye, not having clarity, not clearly communicating, whatever the case might be. Again, I am doing personal readings, so I am open for those. So please feel free to email me in regards to that. The number 27 is actually coming to me. I don't know what that's about. Right, there we go. Okay. Capricorn, this could be the one, and then you have flirt. You've already met the romantic partner you seek. Extend your lighthearted energy to others. Clearly, someone has their eye on someone. You could be meeting up with somebody, seeing them. I'm seeing a distance between two people, someone who you haven't spoken to in a while. Healing family issues and children is here with codependency. Children doesn't necessarily always mean actual children, but it very much well could be. Like there could be children in a situation that have an impact on, how things are going down. Again, nothing negative. There is, when I get the children card, that's also a card for me that has to do with like inner child stuff, and like it has to do with like even immature behavior. So this is somebody who's healing maybe something from their childhood, healing something that pertains to children in general, healing something that could just pertain to the family. This could also be healing a situation that affected their own inner child. The dogs are really standing out to me on this card, like the two dogs that are here. It's really standing out to me. There's actually 3 dogs. Because there's a little one right here. So there's something about dogs with this too, and especially with this children card. Like, I don't know, maybe there's like a child, it's like they always have their dog with them, or they have a strong connection with dogs. Like maybe someone's child. This could be a current child. This could be your child. This could be a family member or friend. But there's a connection with dogs. I don't know if maybe they have one. They're always around one. I'm hearing June. Like, I don't know if there's something significant about the month June. Maybe it could be somebody's name too. There was something that went down in a family situation, a family dynamic. I'm also being pulled to this part where it's like forgiving your parents. So this could be like even inner child stuff, where it's like needing to forgive your parents. There could also be a connection with like receiving love. So there could be a sense of like needing to forgive your parents or guardians for maybe I don't want to say it like that, but it's like a recognition to your inner child that like things might not have been fair to you. And so because you didn't get that when you were younger, it's like recognizing it in your adult self and being able to provide it for yourself and being like, okay, like I know that, depending on environment, circumstances, family situation, it's like recognizing that even though something may have been a hardship in a childhood, you're actually harnessing that energy, or someone's harnessing that energy and like revisiting it as an adult in order to heal it, and being like, okay, I couldn't defend myself as a child, but I can defend myself now because I'm an adult and I'm bigger, and I'm not that little person anymore. So it's like a protection of like someone's own inner child, like stepping up, and like it, like this kind of goes deep into like even therapy concepts, really. Like this really goes deep with like really healing the inner child. And it's like someone's having a conversation with their younger self and acknowledging the things that they went through, the things that they felt, recognizing that and acknowledging it to their inner child. Like, I hope that makes sense. Because this is like, I mean, you could be doing this in dream time. You could be like meditating and doing this. But this is like, it actually like, it makes my chest hurt. So this tells me this is like this is like a huge release for somebody. And it's like my computer's like making this noise right now. It's like heating up, and then the music just kind of got a little bit louder, and I'm just like, whoa, slow down. The energy is just crazy. Like this is a big thing that somebody is working through right now, or revisiting within their heart space. Like I actually feel like I don't know if like you just get like anxiety, or it's just like as you work through this, like you notice like weird pressures like within your chest, or like sternum pain, or like something, it's in your heart space, and like it has to do with childhood, and it has to do with like holding on to the energy of it. And so with this healing that's taking place, it's like there's a connection that brought this out, like it brought it out, or it triggered it, you know? And so this connection triggered this need to go within, the need to meet with one's younger self in order to find peace to move forward. Because there is very lighthearted energy here with like the flirt card and the children card. It's very youthful energy. It's very flirtatious energy. It's very like youthful in the sense of just like it's quick. Like I don't know how else to describe it. It's just like a young freeness. But it's like accessing that inner child. And so then you have this could be the one. So you've already met the romantic partner you seek. So this is somebody who obviously you have a connection with and you know it. It would be certain, like you would know what connection this is. Codependency at the bottom of the deck with calling in your soulmate. It's like somebody's trying to work through something, trying to even manifest something, trying to bring something in, trying to stay optimistic, trying to keep that playful energy. Your prayers, affirmations, and visualizations help bring you together. Addictions are affecting your romantic life, positive thinking, and faith. This is a deep healing, like very deep healing. I mean, it might even stretch into some sort of addictions. I almost said addictive tendencies. So again, maybe it's not full-blown addiction. Maybe it's just somebody who has addictive traits, addictive tendencies. You know, they get stuck on things, maybe like the cycle of thoughts, like the limiting beliefs, like the reoccurring like cycles of like mental health. That's an emphasis here. But somebody is trying to like reframe how they see a situation too. Like they're trying to remain positive about something, but there's also like a sense of like desire that's coming through. Like I don't know if you guys are at a distance from each other, you guys just like aren't in communication with one another. Somebody's also like recognizing that somebody could be like watching too from like the side, like watching something go down, watching something play out. I feel like there's an energy that's trying to stay optimistic about a situation that went down in the past. They're trying to like recapture something. But I feel like with this codependency and this healing card here, I feel like whatever it was, there was a separation that took place. Because calling in your soulmate, it's like trying to bring something new in. It's trying to bring something together at a distance, from a distance. Again, there could be a family dynamic that somebody's trying to work through where there is like, or there are multiple children involved, or there is a child involved. Again, I don't think that I don't see anything like remotely negative. I just see like there could be somebody like trying to get back on their feet after something went down. And this person could have children, or it's like they have financial obligations in other areas, because children can also be interpreted as like cultivating something new, just like with pregnancy. Like it doesn't always mean a literal pregnancy. Like this could be even like a small business. Like this could be something that somebody is nurturing and growing, but it very much well could be actual children. But again, it's nothing negative with that. It's like Children are a blessing. So whatever is being healed is for the highest good. I don't know if they have something to do with how something gets brought together. Again, I'm even like being drawn to like the spirit above this person in this card, where this could be guides, maybe ancestors. I'm actually seeing like one spirit guide, like if you have children, one of the spirit guides is like, whoa, this is like really deep. Like, I don't know if there's like, again, this is a general message, so not every message is going to resonate with everyone. So keep that in mind. But there is a message here for somebody who has children who had miscarriages or a miscarriage, and that soul, like energy of that child, is protecting, or is like they're here, like with other children, like with your other children. So it's like they guide and protect them. So I don't know, that's a message for somebody. They watch over, like very prominently, like they have a lot to, like they actually like guide and protect. Like, I don't know if like random things happen where like little stuff like goes missing, or like and then it reappears, or like if you hear like a noise like knocking or something, or like it's like little stuff like that where it's just like almost subtle enough that you'd be like, like, you know, what was that? Or like there's something about like a butterfly or like a dragonfly even. I don't know if this is like a reoccurring sign, but it is a sign. I'm also seeing somebody could get a new dog, like a new puppy, or like you find an animal or like a kitten or a puppy. Very compassionate energy here, like extremely compassionate energy. Something could come back around from the past, and this is being brought together again by ancestors, like on the other side, is really like the best way to put it. Because whatever, it's like somebody is extremely protected. And I feel like it's hard for somebody to stay optimistic about something. But whatever it is, you're extremely protected. And this connection it's protected. So if you're worried, or if there is worry, they're saying like, don't worry, like they got you type of deal. Like literally they got you. Like spirit, like source has you. Even like your children, like if you have children, they're being protected too. And it's by ancestors. And honestly, I feel like somebody's kids see them like very prominently. They might not say anything directly, but they like look, or they see something, or they will say something, or like there's an interaction with like a child where I don't know if like you walk by like their bedroom or something, and you're like, oh, who are you talking to? And they're like, oh, I'm talking to, you know, but like nobody's there type of deal. Yeah, like they're talking to, honestly, like a family member. ancestors, like they're extremely protected. I just got chills when I said that. Extremely protected. I'm also seeing like a child's toy going off in like the middle of the night. I don't know what that's about, but I'm seeing like in the middle of the night 'cause it's dark, because like the image that I'm seeing is like in somebody's bedroom, and like I don't know if there's like a toy chest or something, and that there's a specific toy or toys that go off at a specific time where they just like turn on. Um, I don't know if that happened, or like maybe that's a sign or like confirmation for something. But again, it's like it's not meant to be like scary. It's actually like your ancestors, or like it's there's like, again, if you experienced a miscarriage, again, I'm so sorry that you went through that. But this message is here, that they're still here. They're with you. They're with your children that you have currently. If you have children currently, they're here. And if it's not children who they're it's you that they're trying to send a message to. So, but they're showing me children. So I'm seeing somebody who physically has a child or has kids. And this could even be like generational. So like bear with me for a second as I try to like put this into terms. If, say for example, you, the viewer, you have children. If you did not experience any type of miscarriage or anything like that, but say your mom, or even like if you have a sibling, there's a very strong, like, it's there. Like that connection is like very strong. It's like one or two generations where it's either like somebody's mom who maybe, again, had children and there were miscarriages that maybe never were talked about. Those ancestors, as the spirit, they're still very much well guiding and protecting you and your children. And so I feel like if you have children, your children are seeing them and they're interacting with them in some way, shape, and form. They're not, there's nothing fear-based here. This is all protection. This is beautiful energy, honestly. Like, and I get chills every time I say it. Like, so if it's not directly, there's something here with kids and spirits of children or a child protecting physical children. And it's like their siblings, or like there's some connection. But I feel that a connection is actually being brought back together. And I say that as if it's like something from the past, right? So again, you might know this person already. So I'm going to go ahead and pull some other cards since we're already like 23 minutes in here for Capricorn. This is for Capricorn. There's something coming, and I feel like you don't see it. So we're going to shift gears a little bit into new energy. And believe me, like, if ancestors want to come through, they will come through. But I'm going to shift gears a little bit, because that's some intense energy. And if it resonates, it resonates. Again, but this is a general reading, so not everything's going to resonate with everyone. So, Capricorn, Two of Cups, and I saw that right when I split the deck the first time, and it stood out to me. Right over top of this could be the one. So there's clearly some type of soul connection here, some type of bond. Again, Two of Cups can be a really close friendship even. It can be a really close partnership. It can be a relationship, romantic, platonic. Like, it's a deep connection, a soul recognition. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy. So Capricorn, let's see who you're dealing with. This Two of Cups. Okay, so you could have something was causing a little bit of friction. This Five of Wands over top of the stay optimistic about your love life. I feel like it's like feeling like someone needs to compete, or feeling like there's competitive energy surrounding something, surrounding a connection. I do get the sense that there are like multiple people even like influencing something, influencing some type of connection. And then we have the Page of Wands energy. It's great. It's Page of Wands. But I see this more as like keeping the passion and like turning your back towards argumentative energy, towards bickering, towards competition, towards competitiveness, like focusing on what's authentic. And it's like you could be dealing with a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, but it's like this person is looking up at like spirit. You know, they could even be like talking to their own guide, talking to their ancestors, and they're kind of like, you really want me to do this? You really want me to go after this? The Four of Swords just showed itself to me, but it didn't come out. So again, there could be a break. Somebody at a distance. Again, this is somebody who doesn't want to pay attention to conflict. It's like they don't want to entertain it. They want to recapture something, but they don't want to entertain conflict. Like this person's like, no. I almost get the sense that this person's like, I don't want to say like I'm too good for this, but it's like almost like I'm better than that. Like I don't know what that's about. It's like, yeah, I'm better than that. Okay, King of Pentacles with Temperance. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy. Somebody very stable, very grounded. Could have been dealing with an earth sign that was very in and out. Back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Temperance, balancing out a situation. There's an age gap here. Or maturity gap, I should say. This King of Pentacles is somebody who definitely, I don't want to say that they're like procrastination, but this is like, the King of Pentacles moves at their own pace. It's an earth sign. There was something that needed to be balanced out with Temperance. Something needed to take its time. Something needed to heal. Again, healing family issues over Temperance, balancing something out. We have the Two of Cups, and Temperance is holding the Two of Cups. So this needed to balance out a situation. I feel like somebody turned their back from conflict. Somebody could have actually had to mature in a situation, because the Page of Wands can be very like in and out, very immature energy. And so with Temperance kind of like smack in the middle between the King of Pentacles and the Page of Wands, I see this as like growth too, especially over the codependency card. Now, I almost get like unsure energy. Slow moving. It's like somebody, again, not wanting to, there's like an energy here, and it's like, I don't know what this is. So again, see how it kind of applies, but whatever this Five of Wands is, it's like with this Knight of Pentacles and this Page of Wands, it's like you have one person who's like, all right, they feel like they have to go through like conflict to get to somewhere. Or it's like they have to put up some type of a battle. But this is a committed energy with the Knight of Pentacles. It's a slow-moving energy, but it's a committed energy. This is like the Knight of Pentacles doesn't move unless they really know what they want or really what they're going after. And the Knight of Pentacles for me is like a dark night of the soul too, because it's like this is somebody who takes their time. Ten of Cups I just actually caught in my hand. Queen of Cups just flipped itself to me. So somebody sees it. It's like they see something. They see some type of connection. Knight of Wands. Fire energy again. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, Sagittarius energy. With the Page of Wands, this is kind of like, this is like my hoe combination. I hate to kind of like call it that, but this is kind of like my in and out. Like this is, you know, like, again, it's masculine or feminine, take it as you will, but this is somebody who doesn't want to commit. This is somebody who, or in the past, did not want to commit. Somebody who would rather, you know, stick around for a good time, you know, not here for a long time, here for a good time type of deal. And then you have this Knight of Pentacles who's very committed, who's very stable, very grounded, but also very protected. Like they have armor on, you know what I'm saying? Like this person, the Knight of Pentacles has been through some shit in order to be as grounded as they are. And then this Knight of Wands is just kind of like, boom, boom, boom. So I don't know if this is inner conflict or if this is somebody making a decision based on what do they truly want to commit to? Like, do they want to be inconsistent? Do they want to keep having that in and out energy? Because the reason why I say that this is like my hoe combination is, again, it can be anything like that. It's in and out behavior, you call it as you will. But Knight of Wands, Page of Wands, this is non-committal. So I don't know if somebody was like that in the past and now they're kind of doing some reflection and they're like, oh shit, like this isn't working out for me. Like my actions have gotten me nowhere. Or maybe it's somebody who recognizes like, hey, I don't want to play games. I don't want to be that person. I don't want to be in and out. I don't want to be inconsistent. Because again, the Knight of Wands and the Page of Wands is a very like, I'm not here for a long time. I'm here for a good time. That's that kind of energy. But see, they're looking at temperance. So there's some type of hope. There's some type of like desire to want to balance something. And then this King of Pentacles is kind of throwing me off a little bit over here. Because I don't know if this is all the same person that's like building into this King of Pentacles, or if this is somebody on the outside. Now, what I could do is kind of shift this around here. And I still get the same message. Like, I feel like there was a strong energy of inconsistency within some type of connection. I feel like this inconsistency could have been the result of their past in one way or another. But this is somebody who has hope that they could still ground a situation and heal from a situation. Because it's like there are two people who are looking at each other, but there's distance in between. And I feel like somebody walked away from conflict because they're not putting up with it. I feel like this King of Pentacles is like, I know what I want. King of Pentacles is very grounded, very stable, very nurturing energy. But also can be a little bit focused on money, right? So, and again, with that Knight of Pentacles, it's like he's looking right at that Knight of Pentacles. So, let me see something here. Can't get this up. All right, so this is where I'm a little bit confused as a reader. This is either the same person or there's a feminine energy on the board that's not quite showing up, but is kind of holding themselves back, which would make sense because with the codependency card being two people at a distance with the Two of Cups, obviously there's more than one person on this board. So I don't know if somebody like chose to walk away from conflict and to just retract their energy completely. We have the Queen of Wands here, where it's like you could have thought that maybe something was going on in the background and you're like, I'm not going to play these games and make a decision because I'm not going to dance around this topic. Because this Eight of Swords is somebody who purposely holds themselves back. It's somebody who purposely like restricts their own energy, like refuses to take the blindfold off, but they can easily get themselves out of a situation. And the Eight of Swords clarified the Knight of Wands and Temperance. So I don't know if somebody just doesn't want to see something right now, or if they're like not taking action towards something, because I'm getting pulled to the look on the Knight of Wands face. It's kind of like surprise. Like this person kind of looks shocked, and they're shocked by this Knight of Pentacles who they're running directly into. So I don't know if something's just going to kind of come out of nowhere after you make a decision about something that wasn't like clear. Because there was something like odd going on in the foundation or with like the Ten of Pentacles. It's like somebody thought they could get away with something. But the Queen of Wands was like, the Queen of Wands is extremely intuitive. And this is a feminine, this is like one of the only cards I've gotten for like a feminine energy, and we have the King of Pentacles. So could be dealing with a Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. But we have a feminine here in fire energy. And this feminine energy was like looking at this Ten of Pentacles, knowing that they have to make a decision. But the Seven of Swords, it's like this Queen of Wands is looking directly at the Seven of Swords, like literally looking directly at it. So the Queen of Wands would have enough intuition and enough insight to know that something sneaky was going down, or to know that something wasn't quite right in a situation, hence the Ace of Swords. So the Queen of Wands would have the intuition to know that, because the Queen of Wands is deeply, deeply connected. I mean, she's magical, you know, Queen of Wands is magic. Like, it's fire energy, it's passion, it's excitement, it's intuition. Like, all the queens are intuitive in their own way, but the Queen of Wands is definitely like very intuitive energy, very like, she knows it, she senses it. Queen of Wands senses it straight up. Like, they know when someone's actions don't align. And I feel like this Queen of Wands was like, I see something, but I'm gonna just sit and wait for it to kind of come out, you know. I'm just going to kind of wait for things to unfold. That's kind of the vibe I'm getting. So I kind of want to say that this Queen of Wands is sitting in this Eight of Swords energy. But see, you wouldn't really be sitting in the Eight of Swords as the Queen of Wands, because you would see something. You would obviously take the blindfold off as the Queen of Wands. Like, Queen of Wands isn't going to keep a blindfold on. So that's where I kind of get a little bit thrown off. So again, what the shit? Oof. Okay, hold on a second. All right, so when I clarified the King of Pentacles to the Two of Cups, we have the Ace of Wands, Seven of Swords, Three of Swords, Nine of Pentacles. Straight up off the bat, I feel like somebody felt like they could get away with something and they got caught. Or somebody saw something. But see, the thing is that this Queen of Wands hasn't even skipped a beat. Like, this Queen of Wands is like, nah. Like, I know my worth in this situation. I'm not even messing with this. Because you're like, no, I see it. Like, whatever this deception is, you see right through it. Whatever this Three of Swords is, you see right through it. And the fact that you're coming in as Nine of Pentacles, somebody's completely confident. Like you're fine, you're secure. Like whoever this feminine energy is, nothing, it didn't bring you down. Like it hurts, right? But it's not going to stop you from being the Nine of Pence and the Queen of Wands. You're gonna get back out there. You're just like, no, I'm good. I'm good. I'm good because I got myself. Now, what kind of throws me off a little bit is that I can take this a couple different ways. I can look at this as the King of Pentacles recognizing with this Two of Cups, them crowning the Two of Cups, recognizing a connection and recognizing that they've been not in their best behavior or not in the best of actions, or like somebody didn't go about things in the best of ways. And so there's a reflection going on here, especially with this whole healing thing, where somebody's maybe realizing, like, I can't do this if I want a real commitment. Because again, the King of Pentacles, it's like, I feel like somebody is recognizing their own behaviors and transmuting it. And being like, okay, like I didn't come about this the right way. I didn't do this the right way. Like I'm even seeing like somebody could even like take responsibility for their actions and kind of be like, yeah, like I understand, like, you know, I what I did was wrong. Or, you know, the way I treated you was wrong. Again, this energy is a little bit like, it's a little bit up and down. So I'm not sure if this is resonating or if it's all over the place. So bear with me if it is all over the place. It's like a lot of different things kind of sticking out to me right now. But I feel like whatever this is, somebody had to make a decision because they were extremely stressed out about an ending that took place because somebody set some boundaries or somebody laid it down. Like somebody didn't want to fight with somebody anymore. They didn't want to deal with like the indecisive behavior. They didn't want to deal with the sneaking around. They didn't want to deal with like the self-sabotage. So somebody made a decision for themselves to put the weight down with whatever it might be. And this could even be self-sabotage. It doesn't always have to be about another person. This could have been self-sabotage that somebody did. And it's like, oh, I can't, like maybe I need to not do that. Maybe I need to be more vulnerable. Maybe I need to be more communicative, you know? But this is somebody who's extremely stressed out about something. But see, the Sun card is here. So the Sun card tells me that like there's a happy outcome coming. It's just like, I don't know. There's an air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Could be masculine energy, especially with the King of Swords here. This person with the Hangman, like they needed to change their perspective. And I feel like this King of Swords could be like this King of Pentacles. Because again, it's like needing to change a perspective, needing to go about things more clearly, needing to be more clear with communication, needing to be more grounded in communication, needing to be more stable in communication, and like really harnessing that energy because they see something differently. Especially with the Sun card. This is like illumination. So this illumination, I feel like somebody sees like the truth of a situation because the King of Swords is carrying the Ace of Swords. The Ace of Swords is also at the bottom of the deck here with Temperance again. So this King of Swords, it's very intelligent energy, and so is the King of Pentacles. Like they're both extremely intelligent. But again, there's not a whole lot of emotion other than maybe like the Two of Cups. There's a lot of passion here. There's a lot of fire. But I don't think that you were dealing with somebody who, it's like that, like what is that saying that's coming to me right now? It's like, I want it my way. Like, what is that? I feel like there's a saying that's like, I want it my way. I don't know if it's a song. I don't know what that is. Like, is that like, what is that? But I feel like somebody thought that they could get away with something and they were surprised by somebody's response or surprised by what somebody did. Whatever it was really stressed somebody out, but they're putting the weight down. I don't know if somebody had a hard time getting their passion back, but it's like they're looking at somebody being extremely confident and independent, and they're just kind of like, what? Again, this shock face, like it's like the face on this Knight of Wands is very shocked. So I don't know if they were like shocked by your response or you were shocked by their response. But this is also like leveling up and understanding like, hey, I need to like communicate clearly. I need to see something differently. I need to go about something differently, because this person might have been like all about passion, all about themselves, or like all about like just getting their primal needs met. I don't know why I said it that way, but it's like the Ace of Wands again is very like, it can be very sexual energy as well. So this is somebody again paired with the Seven of Swords. It's a little bit alarming as a reader, because I'm just like, hold on a minute, like what the shit is this? Especially with the Three of Swords, it's like, come on now. Like, these are not the cards I want to see for this, especially because we have, this could be the one, stay optimistic. That's what kind of throws me off, because I'm like, what happened in the past for there to be a Three of Swords and a Seven of Swords? Because for me, as a reader, that doesn't look the best, especially walking directly into the Ace of Wands. It's like somebody thinking they could get away with something. But see, the Three of Swords could also be healing too. And it's like somebody could have been, I don't know. I feel like somebody didn't like respect somebody's heart. Like, I don't know what that's about, but it's like, I feel like somebody didn't cherish like the heart that somebody gave them, or like the openness, the vulnerability that was given to them. It's like somebody took advantage of it at first. And now I feel like somebody's realizing like, shit, I can't treat people like that, or I can't take advantage of people like that, or my actions caused this because I didn't respect this person, or because I didn't cherish the vulnerability that was presented to me. Because again, I keep getting pulled back to like some type of a dynamic in a childhood where, again, I'm not going to dig too deep into that, but whatever that dynamic was had a deep effect on like how this person like would receive love, or would be open to receiving love. And so that deep of an impact, like it's taken some time for healing to kind of take place. And it's like somebody getting clarity. I am so sorry, it's my dog. I'm so sorry. Let me close this door really quick. Okay, so I feel like, again, somebody might just like, come knocking on your door like at random, because it kind of startled me. And like usually whenever stuff happens in a reading, it's usually like some type of a sign. So I don't know if you're going to get like an unexpected message, because the King of Swords knows how to communicate. They know how to deliver a message. So this is somebody who might even like, it's like they're open to communicating now. They're open to seeing the truth of a situation. Whereas this King of Pentacles is more so distracted, more so closed off, more so focused on the pentacle. But this King of Swords is like direct. Like, I'm looking directly at you. I want to have a clear-cut communication, because I see something differently. And then the Sun card on top of all of it, it's like whatever this outcome is going to be positive overall. It's going to be for the highest good. And there's an emphasis with children. Do you really want me to let you back out now? You just came in. And again, emphasis on that childlike energy. My dog's a puppy, so he's very young, so there's something here that's very prominent, where it's like back and forth, back and forth. I don't know what it is. Let me let him out. Come on, Coco. Yeah. Okay. So there's something extremely prominent here about that younger energy, childlike energy, youthful energy. It's like somebody's seeing clarity. I don't know, like whatever went down in the past, you guys got to use your best discernment with it, because obviously, like, this is a general reading, so I can only dig so far, but I don't know, there's obviously a connection here. It's very deep. It definitely triggered a lot of internal work that needed to be done. There's a truth coming out in the situation. There's a strong presence of like Sagittarius and Gemini energy here, along with Aquarius, Leo, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. I feel like somebody's just like surprised after whatever went down. Like, I don't know if you like bounced back super quick or you're just like, I'm over it, new page. And it's just like the next day you're like, I'm not even going to bat an eye at whatever this was. But I feel like whatever it was sent somebody on some internal work, especially with the hangman. So that means that something was like stuck for a little bit. Something was hung up for a little bit. And it was because there was a lot of internal things that needed to be addressed. This is somebody who's getting themselves down. They're getting ready to like have some type of conversation. Especially because like I can feel it in my throat. Like, the Seven of Swords can even be like dicey communication, where somebody might be a little bit like they don't want to address a topic directly in a conversation. But with this King of Swords, I feel like that's going to be out. Because the King of Swords, again, is very direct in their communication, knows how to have a conversation. So if things were like inconsistent, kind of like unsure, unstable, I'm going to pull another card here on... Let me see something. Let me do this one. Because this isn't like making sense to me. Okay, so that actually does clarify this. This Seven of Swords and the Three of Swords that are here, I'm becoming a better person came out. So this again could have been something in the past where, like I kind of was touching on earlier, this person wasn't treating you appropriately or they weren't like respecting you. And I hate to say it like that because it's like, yeah, like who wants to like hear that? You know what I mean? But it's like this person definitely took advantage of your kindness or took advantage of like how sincere you were, and it's like recognizing that that's not the way to be. And so besides the fact, it's like I could go on and on and on, you know, with a list of shit that people have done, right? Like, you know, like with the Seven of Swords. But this is somebody, again, who's working on themselves with I am becoming a better person. This is somebody who's recognizing that the Seven of Swords wasn't appropriate, wasn't the way to go. They're recognizing like, hey, this did hurt somebody's feelings, or this did cause some things that needed to be healed in the process. So this is actually a good thing because they're actually stepping more into a passionate standpoint. Thank you. This is actually coming from a more passionate standpoint than it is coming from a sneaky standpoint, because this is somebody like reflecting on the fact like, hey, I need to do better. I need to become a better person. And so I'm actually really glad that this card came out, because this actually validates the fact that this is actually recognizing, you know, this could be the one, like, you know, I didn't treat this person the best way. And this could even be an apology that comes through where somebody might even recognize like, hey, like the way that I treated you in the past wasn't appropriate and I'm sorry. Because with this, I am becoming a better person. It's like, that's acknowledgement that, you know, somebody's willing to do the work on themselves. And then at the bottom of the deck, the timing just wasn't right for us. It's time for me to heal now. Yeah, that's kind of, it definitely validates that energy. So that actually kind of makes me feel a little bit better as a reader, because I'm like, wow, this message kind of sucks. Like, but it actually, like, it's not as shitty as it sounds. It's actually like somebody recognizing that they could do better. And, you know, saying, hey, I'm sorry for the way that I treated you. The timing just wasn't right for us. Again, I feel like you encountered somebody at a bad time, or you met somebody when they were like in a transitional time, healing family issues, codependency. It's time for me to heal now. I'm becoming a better person. So that's actually really positive energy. But again, use your discernment, use your intuition when it comes to whatever situation this is, because you be the judge of it. Like when it comes and it's presented to you or vice versa, whatever it is. This is just a generalized reading. So if you're like, no, I'm not going to forgive him, then that's totally up to you. You see what I'm saying? Like, totally up to you. But you're dealing with a strong air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, strong Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, and also Leo, very prominent, and Sagittarius. Okay, so you're dealing with somebody who may hide behind material things, and somebody who, again, doesn't open up very lightly. Like they don't open up very easily to people. So that does kind of make sense with it falling out over top of the Seven of Wands. You came closer than anyone. It's like you fought for something and they recognize it now, or they see it now. And they also hide behind material things. So you're dealing with somebody who definitely likes to bury themselves in work, or they like to distract themselves with, like, you know, earthly things, worldly things. They hide behind things. They might seem like on social media or whatever, they might seem like they're extremely successful and like happy and stuff, but like really it could be more emotion based than what you realize. Wow, our signs are getting long reads today. I did Taurus, that was like an hour and 25, and now I'm at 56. That's pretty cool. So yeah, does any of this resonate? Because you guys got a lot going on. Like a lot going on. Hey, how you doing? Like, I don't know, I feel like you're dealing with somebody who needed to work on themselves, you know? They needed to recognize the shit that they were doing. They're also recognizing the work that you put in and recognizing the fact, like, you know, you put in more work. Like, I don't know if somebody was like entertaining other people as well, but it's like they're recognizing like the fact that like the stuff that you did like doesn't compare to like other things. I, you know, hope that makes sense, but it's like somebody values the things that you give them. And again, I keep getting pulled to this like Knight of Wands and like his expression on his face in this card, which I really don't normally pay attention to, but it's like this person is like utterly shocked. I don't know if you like leveled up and it's just like you like changed the game and you're like, oh, nope, I'm going to switch this up. But this person is like shocked. But there's a lot of passion that's here. And I also get the sense that somebody is like waiting, or like they're waiting to kind of. Sorry about that. But I feel like I get the sense that somebody's just like waiting. And I don't know if they're like waiting for the right moment, the right time, the right minute to take an action. Because again, Knight of Wands is action taking. But again, the Knight of Wands is not somebody who comes in to stay. So I don't know if this person is going to kind of like camouflage for a little bit, like kind of camouflage their energy a little bit. But you have the King of Pentacles and the King of Swords here. So there's obviously some type of growth. Like, I don't know if like this is past energy with the Knight of Wands, where it's like they've been inconsistent before in the past, and then that's like you're kind of in that separation mode now where you're just like not entertaining it, and this person's like, what? You're not entertaining it anymore? Like, what? You're at the 9 of Pence? What, you're at the Queen of Wands? What, you're not putting up with my shit anymore? What, you see through it? What, you saw it coming? You made a decision because you found clarity? You're going after something new because you have the strength to overcome what's toxic? Yeah. Like, I don't know. Like, like, I don't know if this person thought that you just, like, wouldn't, I don't know. Like, maybe they thought they could just get away with it. They felt like they, you know, I'm almost getting, I don't want to say entitled, but I'm almost getting the sense that somebody felt like they were entitled to feel the way that they felt and were entitled to treat you or treat people the way that they felt that they were entitled to. And sometimes, you know, there's that saying that hurt people hurt people. And I feel like you were kind of dealing with a situation like that where somebody wasn't thinking clearly when it came to how their actions were affecting other people, and they weren't taking it seriously in that moment. But I feel like you're dealing with somebody who does do personal reflection and does have the capacity to do the internal work on themselves, because again, there's a recognition here of becoming a better person and recognizing that they hide behind material things. So I don't know if you were just dealing with somebody who was just, I don't want to say like egotistical, but kind of more egotistical than, you know, maybe you are. I don't know. Because again, we all have egos, right? But I feel like you're dealing with somebody who like literally hides behind the things that they have, or hides behind social media, or hides behind the things that they have. Like, I feel like, you know, they buy nice cars, or they buy things, or they, you know, hide behind the, you know, oh, they got a new phone, or they got a new camera, or they got a new car, or they got a new job, they got, you know, they're making more money now. It's something like that they hide behind it, or they're, instead of processing their emotions, they like go out to work, or they go make a new hobbies, you know. It's somebody who likes to stay busy all the time. This person like doesn't have downtime. They don't like downtime, because downtime creates space to deal with emotions. And this isn't somebody who likes to have downtime for that reason. This is somebody who likes to stay busy, likes to stay active, likes to go about things their way. And I feel like with the way that things had to go down, it's like it brought up a lot of stuff from the past. And it kind of put this person in a position where they had to become a better person. So with I'm becoming a better person over the 7 of Swords and the 3 of Swords, it makes me feel a little bit better about them coming out together, because it's like, okay, this person, this could be a personal reflection of being like, wow, like I really sabotaged a situation that could have been good for me, and recognizing it and taking action towards it, instead of trying to sneak around, or in trying to step around the subject and not address it entirely. Because you could have been dealing with somebody, again, who also doesn't like to address things unless they want to, on their terms. So I feel like you almost kind of beat somebody to the punchline, and you addressed it before they did, and it kind of threw them off, and they're like, you know, I hate to say it this way, but it's like kind of put somebody in their place, respectfully, you know, as respectfully as you possibly could, being the Queen of Wands, being somebody extremely passionate and intelligent and fiery and zesty, and somebody who loves to go after the things that they love to go after. Like, the Queen of Wands knows how to make it happen. You know, every queen does. And they know that they're dealing with a queen of passion. They're dealing with a lot of passion. And they know it. So I feel like this is somebody, again, who's recognizing it. That's really kind of how I see it. Anna, thank you for replying. I'm so glad it resonates. That makes me feel better. It really makes me feel better knowing that it resonates, because it's a lot of energy coming through. It really is. And I feel like there's a lot of things being like eclipsed out and new things coming in. And I feel like just as soon as like new things come in, they go right back out. And I feel like it's kind of meant to be that way right now, where it's going to be a little bit of a roller coaster ride. And I feel like this is kind of like what phrase is coming to me right now? A twist of events, a fate, a twist of events. Like, what is that? I don't know what that saying is. But this is something that's oriented with like just it's fate, I guess. Like, something's going to happen no matter what, regardless of, you know, how things go down. It's what's meant to happen will happen. And overall, with the sun being here, it's going to be positive regardless. So just stay optimistic. Honestly, it even says it here in the romance. Stay optimistic, because you've met somebody who you have a connection with. Two of Cups is here. But it just looks like there's some shit that went down. But forgiving and learning didn't come out. No, forgiving and learning actually did not come out. And so that's what kind of, it is safe for you to love at the bottom of the deck with religious factors. Trust at the bottom of the deck as well. Heart-to-heart conversations. So I feel like whatever went down with the Seven of Swords and the Three of Swords, it almost might be more of the mind. Like thoughts and stuff, like fears. It could be sneaky behavior, it could be, but I don't want to just label it like that, because again, I feel like if it were like actual physical sneaky behavior, you would have like the forgiving and learning card and all that other stuff come out. And I don't like, they're not in the top 4 here. So it's not here. You have true love, worth waiting for, engagement, new love, playfulness. And then at the bottom of the deck, it's like you got, it is safe for you to love, religious factors, heart-to-heart conversations, and trust. So whatever this is divinely protected in some way, shape, and form. So whatever it is that went down in the past, I don't feel that it's at such a grand scale of like devastation. You know what I mean? I feel like, yeah, it's the Three of Swords. Like obviously the Three of Swords hurts, but this could be more healing. And you do have healing family issues. So again, I don't want to minimize it. I just want to like accurately depict this energy, because with forgiving and learning not coming out, it's like, okay, like that would be like my cue for like, okay, yeah, some sneaky shit could have went down. But with this, I am becoming a better person, I hide behind material things, I just feel like you might have been dealing with somebody who really self-sabotaged, or who really just like, their mind is their own worst enemy. Somebody's own thoughts, like their own anxieties, their own fears, the way that they go about things, like even the King of Swords, like on the flip side of the King of Swords, this could be somebody who isn't good at communication, where maybe they struggle in clear communication, especially with the Hangman with Pisces energy. Because again, Pisces placements, depending on where they're at, Pisces can have a hard time communicating. So you could be dealing with somebody who has a placement like that makes it hard for them to directly communicate how they feel, or to pinpoint how they feel, because they're like in 8 different directions all the time, or like back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And it's like they can't make up their mind. So you could also be dealing with an energy like that, where again, it's not so much sneaky behavior as it is self-sabotage, you know? So it's not always a jump to conclusion. And again, if it was extremely toxic, I feel like the Devil card would be out. I feel like the Three of Cups would be out. Like you'd have all those cues, but I'm not seeing any of them. I'm not seeing the Devil. I'm not seeing, other than what's at the bottom of the deck here. But this is all overcome. You see, you have strength over top of the Devil. Like this was overcome. Because you don't get strength unless you've got the Devil here. So this is like, and again, the Devil's not always a bad thing either. The Devil card is actually Capricorn energy. This is actually material. So this is somebody who is a master of the material realm. This could be an entrepreneur. This could be somebody who's business oriented. It could be somebody who's very grounded in the material realm. So it's not always something toxic. But when the Devil and strength comes out together, that's kind of like my cue where somebody had to overcome something. Attachments to something. Or some type of toxicity, to start something new, to go after some type of new with clarity, with truth, to make a decision about the 10 of Pentacles, to not self-sabotage. So again, it's kind of, take it as you will when it comes to that. It's just kind of how I'm seeing it. So it's not always negative, it's not always the end all be all. Again, use your discernment, use your best judgment. I feel like the people that you're dealing with, and if a situation's good for you or not. You don't have to have, one of us tell you. People on here who, read cards, it's like, use your intuition. And if something feels right and it feels healthy, then by all means, use your intuition, you know? And use your best discernment. It looks like there's a lot of passion here. It looks like there's happiness here. It's just like, it looks like something kind of went down in the process of like maybe Mercury retrograde, maybe did some damage here. Not so much damage, more so learning, more so review, more so revisiting. But again, it's not all, I don't really see anything negative here. So Capricorn, this actually looks pretty good. Looks pretty good. So I hope that these messages helped. Yeah, that's all I'm getting. So I wish you guys the best. I look forward to connecting with you all in the future. I am going to leave this as Capricorn, and I am going to come back and do Virgo. So I will catch up with you guys then. So thank you guys for joining me in the chat, and thank you guys so much for your support. I appreciate it. I'll talk to you guys soon.